Hello, hello, hello. So I'm going to play the timer before everybody starts to get in here. And then I'm going to make sure I pin my call in live for those that want to call in after my commentary. Let's get to it. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to JOA. If new to my channel, please click that subscribe button, y'all. Click that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up on this video. Give me a thumbs up. I ain't playing with y'all. Give me a thumbs up on this video. I have my little link at the bottom of the little screen for me super chats. I appreciate it. Follow me on my Twitter, as you can see down here. Twitter, and then my Instagram, JOA_media. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and share this live with your friends and your family. Share it on your social media pages. YouTube shows me if you share it or not. So please share it and give me a thumbs up. All right, so yesterday I did a live, and I really enjoyed the live that I did yesterday in regards to Wendy Williams and just basically the whole chronological order of what's been going on these past 7 months with Wendy and her team and her losing her show to Sherri Shepherd and their PR crisis person coming out with a statement, and Wendy Williams saying, or someone else saying on her Instagram page that, hey, I did not authorize you to put a statement out. Why did you put a statement out? So a lot of people are pissed off that Sherri Shepherd has the Wendy Williams show. Sherri Shepherd was on Andy Cohen last night. Watch What Happens Live, and she gave Wendy Williams some props. This woman is literally trying to put herself into the time slot as easily as she can get so she won't get any type of backlash. This woman is, when I say this woman, I mean Sherri Shepherd with her team, with her publicist Simone. They're making sure Sherri just faithfully and godly-like give Wendy Williams her props so the backlash could simmer down, and so Sherri won't take the blame. And so people will accept that there is this new show that's going to be called Sherri in the fall. But a lot of people, including myself, we're not accepting that, because this industry is cutthroat. I get that. This industry is all about the money. It's all about the business. Like Monique says, it's the integrity game before the money game. But unfortunately, the money game comes first, and then the integrity game comes second, right? And so with Wendy had for the past 14 years, and her not getting her proper send-off on a professional level is causing people to get pissed off. They're like, well, where's Wendy? Y'all can at least give the woman some type of farewell, and she's not getting a farewell. Okay, so yesterday I talked about, and YouTubers didn't talk about this, I'm the only one that talked about this, that Wendy staff is taking a massive pay cut because they are transitioning to the Sherri show in the fall, okay? They are losing a lot of money because it's season 1 of Sherri, and they're you working for Sherri, right? But then you are part of a union, kind of like, you're working for a certain movie, but actors are part of a union, and that's called SAG. So those same people that work in production are also a part of a SAG union as well. So you have your bosses, which is Sherri now, and then you have your own type of membership policies where you get your benefits and everything through the SAG and stuff like that. So you're taking a massive pay cut, and it's going to be season 1 of Sherri's show. So that means they don't have the money, although they probably do have the money. But, it's just how the industry works. They get lowballed in pay, right? So she was on Andy Cohen. She was paying Wendy respects. All right. I told you guys yesterday that they are deleting Wendy Williams' videos. They are deleting her videos. If you are a YouTuber, you know this website is called Social Blade. That basically tells you how many views you get, the estimate month, and the subscriber count, and all of that stuff. And so, literally, when you type in Wendy Williams on her page, when you type in Wendy Williams, the Wendy Show on Social Blade, right? It's clear that they are deleting Wendy Williams content, like her old content, because she has a grading of a D+. And if I need to rehash your memory, I can show you now, because a lot of y'all need a rehashing in the memory sphere. Y'all need a rehashing. So showing y'all right here, you can obviously see that, so you get a grade. You see now there's 452 uploads. She got 2.67 million subscribers. They erased a lot of views. They deleted it, but now she has 497,560,293. That's not a lot of views compared to how long Wendy's been on the show. Okay, and it says created April 29, 2009. And when you scroll down, you can see 0, meaning that they're deleting everything. So basically, it tells you here that within the last 30 days, 900, almost a billion views was deleted from the Wendy Williams page. And you can see here, right here on February 12th. Do y'all see this? February 12th. I'm going to make the screen bigger for y'all. I'm going to not show my face so y'all can see it. February 12th. Y'all see this? It says 787,712,610 views deleted, right? Then you see on the 14th, they deleted 389,368,351 views. And then on the 15th, they deleted 216,445, right? So that's in total within the last 30 days. Within the last 30 days, 907,522,469, which is the reason why her totality in views now, because they deleted so many views, is at such a low level. It's at 497,560,293, and Social Blade is giving Wendy a D-. So look, all her earnings are gone. The yearly earnings for that channel is gone. The estimated monthly earnings for that channel is gone because they're deleting. And obviously, with this being said, not only is Sherri Shepherd taking Wendy Williams' social media accounts, allegedly, she's also taking her time slot. She's also taking her staff, right? So that equals to taking her show, right? You're taking her time slot, her staff, her show. The staff gets a massive pay cut. So that pretty much tells you that, hey, that Wendy is taking everything. I mean, Wendy is losing everything to Sherri, right? So that's what Social Blade shows, correct? And reportedly, there's been rumors, and I watched The Breakfast Club this morning. Angela Yee did her rumor report, and she gave Al Reynolds, Star Jones' ex husband, talking about, he said the word on the street, Wendy's about to get her podcast. You heard it first here on Fox Soul. Man, so many people have been saying that before Fox Soul or before Al Reynolds said it. I said it way before Al Reynolds was saying it, that Wendy Williams could have her own podcast. I mean, he didn't hear nothing. You know how he is. You know his fruity self. It's like the word on the street is Wendy Williams could get her own podcast. And you heard it here first on Fox Soul. I mean, I like their show, but I'm just saying, boy, people have been saying that way before you said it. You probably got that ish from Twitter or something. Like, I've pretty much been saying it like since this drama has been going with Wendy. It's pretty evident that if she is within a sound mind, and if Spotify is willing, or even SiriusXM is willing to give her a deal, she can definitely score $1 million contractual deal that is way more money than these talk shows give out. And she really don't have to worry about, Wendy does not have to worry about being, media trained, or being this kind of like, on the radio, she spoke differently than she did on TV. So there's not really a lot of rules on a podcast. You can pretty much say anything you want to say without having to worry about being fined on television. Yeah, people have been saying that. He was like, the word on the street is Wendy's going to get on podcast. You heard it here first on Fox Soul. I'm like, dude, I've been saying it. A lot of people have been saying it. It's pretty evident that if you are a Wendy fan, you know that Wendy always said that she's going to plot. She's a plotter, she's plotative, as she says. And so, his goofy ass talking about he's the first one. He's not the first one to say that. So people are mad. I mean, you could go on her Instagram page, on the Wendy Williams Instagram page, and you can see that people are pissed off because they even took a video from a Sherri Shepherd's fan page on Instagram and posted it on the Wendy show page, you know, and a lot of Wendy fans got pissed off. Like they got mad. Like, why are you posting Wendy? Like, why y'all doing that? I'm gonna show y'all the clip, you know. So look, the woman is obviously able to host her own show. I mean, she hosted her own game show in the past called the Newlywed Game. I used to watch that show. But this transition is very dirty. I don't think it's right, but it's show business at the same time. I understand that. And I don't blame Debmar Mercury at all. I blame that Wendy Williams put out that damn video on her Instagram page versus keeping quiet and trying to heal herself and sticking to the narrative that, hey, something is going on with her Graves' disease and this is why she's not talking. So instead, someone want to post that that post on her personal Instagram page. First of all, you made your own fan page on Instagram, and then you post a video out. You don't do those type of things, right? And so that's what happened. Let's see. It's loading. I don't know why it's doing this. One second. One second. Hold on. I'm trying to get it up here. Hold on. Y'all can still hear me, right? Trying to wait for it to come on. But yeah, so I give it at least 3 seasons. I give Sherri Shepherd at least 3 seasons for her show to last, because it's like you're already having bad press for the show, and the show hasn't even started yet. And I said yesterday that there is a niche for her because she is a comedian, and by Ellen DeGeneres being gone from her show next season, there's an open market for a comedian talk show host, right? And she's also an African-American woman. And, you know, the Black community usually supports their own, but there's a lot of people who aren't supporting Sherri as well. So I don't know, y'all. Do y'all think her show gonna last? I don't know. Because I say the same thing with Tamron Hall. Because Tamron Hall, she has a talk show, but it's news. It's a news type of talk show. And I'm like, I never really thought that a news talk show can last really long, because, I mean, there's a reason why you have the Today Show and CBS, ABC, Fox News. I mean, those are outlets where you can watch the news. To me, a talk show is always for entertainment, right? And so I'm surprised her show is still, is still on air. But, when you have the likes of Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey under your belt, then, Tamron Hall show is going to last, right? Y'all, my internet is acting up. I don't want to X this out. Cadillac says, honestly, don't, just because you have to have a certain type of personality and market consistently. Yeah, and a lot of people are still used to seeing, they still want Wendy, and they are taking her marketing. They're taking her social media pages. So they're trying to take the Wendy. They're trying to take the Wendy fans, and make them watch the Sherri show. I told you guys last year that Debmar Mercury early pull Wendy. If you've been watching me for that long, I told y'all that Debmar Mercury was going to slowly and surely pull Wendy out from her job and transition someone else in, and that's what they did. But like I said, the Instagram video, I believe, and also Debmar Mercury put out a statement. I read it on people.com, that the video of her being on the beach, walking and talking like she's of sound mind ended up ruining everything, because just last week there was a report from TMZ that stated that they're going to monitor, Debmar Mercury and Fox were going to monitor Wendy Williams' health from now all the way to September, right? But since she put that video out after that, and it's like, no. And I understand she's going through Wells Fargo. So, the reason that video could have been put out was probably because of the situation she's going through with her bank. But I don't know. It's just like you're allegedly not answering your calls. You fired your manager, Bernie. You're not taking calls from your staff at the Wendy show. So it's like you're only trusting your son. You're paranoid because there are staffers that allegedly were talking to the blogs and told the blogs about Wendy and what she did when she was in her office, allegedly being naked and everything. So it's like she's paranoid. So she doesn't really trust people, right? And so with Deadline putting out a statement that Wendy is for Sherri and she understands the business, that, you know, with her being sick, it's right for Sherri Shepherd to have her own show, something within that effect. Wendy does not talk that way. Wendy is not happy. She's pissed. Yes, she's pissed. She's mad. You know, I would be mad too. You mean I worked my A off for 30 years on the radio? I get this talk show that I invented on my own behalf that no one else within the history of talk shows ever did. I built that show within the past 14 years, and you have some other lady coming and taking it from me? Hell yeah, I'd be pissed. What you mean? Yes, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. I'm on the show for 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. I work 9 months out the year. I'm being paid about $15 million a year, and someone else is taking that job from me. Yes, I'll be pissed. Hell yeah. But like I said, it's the lack of communication. It's like you're not really hearing anything from her. It's like, and by her not talking or saying anything, it's making me believe that her condition got worse. And it's making me believe that the stories about her mental health is true, you know, because she hasn't been talking or nothing. And that video that was out on her Instagram page, I viewed it as being old. I viewed that video as being old, right? Y'all, my internet is acting stupid. Hold on. I don't want to close this out because if I close this out, this video going to end. Let me see. But I can see y'all. Obviously, I'm waving. I can see y'all comments and everything. But if anybody want to come on, there is the link that's pinned up there. Now, Wendy can easily score her own podcast. Like Spotify already has, I heard it's like a $200 million deal with Joe Rogan. And Rumble even offered Joe Rogan a four-year deal for $100 million. Wendy can easily get a deal from a podcast and make some damn money. Okay, so she really don't need that talk show. And it's yes neutral. I did a video on that. So with that being said, all we can do is pray. I'm gonna give the Sherri show a try. I haven't been watching the past day or so because, you know, I didn't really feel right about the announcement, you know, and the only reason why the ratings were good for Sherri and for Leah is because people were expecting Wendy to come back. Yeah, they did good hosting in their own way, but they were expecting Wendy to come back, right? So I personally don't see her ratings doing good. I don't think Sherri's going to do good with her talk show. That's just how I feel. I don't know how y'all feel, but that's what I feel. Geneva says Sherri didn't take the show from her. They replaced Sherri where they needed someone to. They replaced Sherri where they needed someone to fill in, and Sherri was a great choice. I don't know. Yeah, I think a podcast would definitely be good for her, most definitely. But unfortunately, that's just how it is, you know. So let's see. I think it will last because she's real and funny. Real funny. Sherri isn't disrespectful. She will insert herself. But there's a lot of Sherri Shepherds on TV. Everyone is so polished. Everyone, you know, you see what I mean? And people are just mad how the talk show format is going. They're pissed off. Bridge says, that's what I was thinking. Podcast would be good if a television network does not pick her up. Yeah, I mean, I don't think she wants to be on the TV like that. Like, radio is her bread and butter, right? So, and it's like with radio, you can come on with your PJs and just talk. Like, you really don't have to be on TV with radio. And if she want to do, the podcast, she can always implement that with her YouTube channel, with her new YouTube channel, and put that on YouTube and stuff. You know, so she doesn't really need TV. She don't. Like, digital streaming is the new wave. Like, digital streaming is growing. It's definitely the new wave. So she doesn't really need it. I can see our comments, but my screen, you know how when when the screen is trying to close out and it's kind of buffering, and if you exit out, it'll close out. I'm in that situation right now. And so I can see your comments, but I can't click on anything. So pissed with yourself. Don't blame Sherri. It's not her fault. I'm not blaming Sherri Shepherd. I'm not blaming her. What I'm saying is the transition of her getting that show was dirty, right? And it would be with any host, not with just Sherri. It would, like, if they chose Leah Remini, it would have been the same thing. The transition was off because by Wendy had Wendy not put out that video of her on Instagram and said that she can't wait to get to New York and she's okay and whatever, then maybe we wouldn't have this as big of a backlash. They would have waited until next fall, right, for them to announce a show, right? But by Wendy posting that video, or by whoever posted that video, that started the whole like drama. That really started a whole drama, you know. Y'all give me a thumbs up, give me a super chat if you got some money, $1, I appreciate it. I'm subscribed on my YouTube if you haven't, follow me on Instagram if you haven't, I appreciate it. But so I'm not saying it's her fault. I'm not saying it's Sherri's fault. I'm just being honest and saying that I don't like the transition. They're taking her Instagram account. They're taking her YouTube account. They're taking her time slot. And it's like, they're not giving Wendy Williams a farewell, which it's not their fault either, because supposedly Wendy's not talking to nobody. So you can't get a farewell if you're not talking to nobody, you know? But I prefer Wendy over Sherri 100%. I'm not really excited about a Sherri show, to be honest with you. But I liked her as a guest host compared to the other Wendy Williams hosts that they had over the past several months. So, but I see Wendy coming back. I have a source that told me that she's going to rebrand. She's going to come back in a different way. And she's still young. Like Wendy is still young. She's still a young lady, despite her troubles and everything. And she still got a lot of life to live. So she'll be all right. But no, I'm not blaming Sherri. I'm not blaming her at all. It's just like she's the person that's being, I guess, bullied by a lot of people because they see her as being the problem. But she's not the problem. It's the fact that the business deal of this situation is dirty. So, hey, Corrine. Corrine said Wendy knew this would happen, but it's good Wendy is her own kind of talent. Yeah, she probably is planning on what to do. I won't be surprised. Cadillac says exactly. She can't compare and be distinctive when you have the Kelly Clarkson and then Drew Barrymore and all the other ones that. Yeah, so they're all positive, and there's nothing wrong with being positive, but it's all the same format. Like Kelly can sing. I mean, it's a little different. Her show, she sings, you know. And she kind of does bring that Ellen Essence vibe because she's very kind to her guests and she's very relatable because she's not like, you know, she's not like how it was in the 90s when they had those magazines with the skinny woman on there and, you know, with the size 0, basically unrealistic type of bodies. So she's very relatable to America. That's why her doing so well. Drew Barrymore show has been doing well. She's been asked for calls on her show, like gay dude, handler, Chelsea. I forgot his name. I forgot the gay dude. But it doesn't matter. So she's been having on her show, and Sherri actually was that time slot. Her feature. Cadillac says young enough, still do. I mean. Don't they have other girls to rely on to talk. Hello Debbie, how are you? Hey Trinity. You can't watch Sherri, someone says. Lynette says, so what? Cadillac says, I'm not a fan of Wendy Williams per se or the show, but I do know that she worked really hard at that, and from what I've saw thus far when I caught bits and says Sherri can never duplicate that anyhow. Wendy cannot be easily replaced. This is all really sad. They can't really find someone that's like her. You know, she's better at doing interviews and hot topics. She's going to get in trouble for constantly talking about, oh Lord, white people and making everything about. Are you talking about Sherri? Yeah, JC, I noticed that when Sherri was on, and also her friend Bevy Smith. Bevy did the same thing. She did the same thing, but Wendy also talked about race. Wendy talked about race as well. Yeah, my Wi-Fi, I'm sorry. I honestly don't. Just because you have a certain type of personality and mark consistent, like I read that. I know I'm breaking up. Can y'all still hear me? Because my internet is acting stupid, you know. But y'all, that's pretty much it. I mean, we're just gonna hope that she has her own podcast, and Spotify can link her up with a deal, or Sirius XM. They link up a lot of people. Sirius XM has their own department division where it's linked towards like Black personalities. So Sirius XM can easily sign her up, you know, and give her some money. And Howard Stern will be pissed off because he's at Sirius XM. I don't listen to her podcast. I mean, why would I watch it? I mean, she already announced, you know, the show. She already announced it. But yeah, y'all, this is rich people problems. I wish well for Wendy. That's all. You know, I wish Wendy well, and I hope she does well. But yeah, but that's pretty much it. If nobody want to come on here and give me their comment, that's pretty much all I have to say about this story. You know, I know that, like I said, the Breakfast Club did a video today. Angela, you talking about, well, Al Reynolds on Fox Soul said this. I'm like, I've been saying that way before Al Reynolds said that. He obviously got that from the comments or from some other YouTube page or maybe my page, because we conversed before. So I see you, Buzzworthy. Let me see if I can add you from my phone, because my screen that I'm looking at is not, hold on. It's not, if I click on it, I'm going to X out. Let me see if I can add you from my phone. It's not going to let me do it. It's not going to let me do it. Let me see. Hold on. The ghetto-ness of this YouTube stuff. The ghetto-ness. Let's see. Yeah, it's not gonna let me. I mean, it's pretty much nothing really else to add besides what we did yesterday. Her getting the podcast, and I talked about the staff getting a pay cut, and because they're going to Sherri's show now, and it's like you're starting over again. So unfortunately, I can't, because my screen is acting up, so I can't add you on here, Buzzworthy. But I appreciate it. You can't fault Sherri if the producers replaced her with Sherri. Only God has the power to say how long. I'm not faulting her at all. I'm just saying that the business deal of it all is so public that we usually don't see all of this public things happen when this is usually handled behind the scenes. Like, we don't see this stuff happen publicly, right? As a scandal, right? And it's like this stuff happens in a private matter. So, and I'm not faulting her. Again, like, I don't need to explain myself. I'm not faulting Sherri Shepherd. I mean, her type of show is not really my cup of tea. Nick Cannon's show is not really my cup of tea. Unless he brings on a celebrity that I like. Like, I like Lunel. I watched her on his show the other day. And I watched Nichelle Turner because I like her for me. And, you know, just unless there's like, or Angelique, a certain celebrity that I like, I'd watch if I know they're going on their show. But I'm not going to sit there and watch their show just because I like it. With Wendy, I watched her show no matter what. I don't care what celebrity came on. I liked her show. I liked her show. But I rather watch women than hear them on a podcast. The ghetto-ness of my this, I know it went blank for some reason. I was trying to show y'all the Instagram page. Maybe Wendy's team did this to me, or Sherri's team now, because I was trying to show y'all her Instagram page has everything Sherri on it, right? And everybody's just complaining about, you know, in terms of like, this is not right. Why is this happening? You know, so but yeah, a lot of people, they're mad. There's like half of the world is pissed off, half the world is supporting it. But I see a lot of people pissed off. You go on the Wendy page or even on the YouTube page, people are mad because as soon as they said that she's taking over the show, that's when people got pissed off. And they tried to avoid that. But by Wendy putting out that video on Instagram, or whoever put out that video on Instagram, that started the whole thing. All right, y'all. Well, anyways, I'm about to X out of here. Thank y'all for watching. Give me a thumbs up on this video. And I'm going to see you guys later. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's linked right here. You can see it right here. You know, deuces. Yay! Yay! Y'all, this is crazy. Look at this. See, I had X'd it out, and this is the ghetto-ness of it all. This square is me, and this square is not me. See, I told y'all if I do something, it's gonna mess up. Remove. If anybody, you see what happened? Because I wanted to see what would happen. The ghetto-ness, it is ghetto. If anybody want to make a last comment, buzzword, I'm back. If you want to make a last comment, you can. If you want to come on. How do we send on you? It's a super chat. So basically, I don't know. Basically, you go on my YouTube page, right? You see this? See the little money sign on my right? Your left, probably, but my right, you clicked on that, and it's gonna ask you, hold on. It's gonna ask you to send a super sticker or super chat. You click on the super chat, and then there's a bar right here, the blue bar, and you can move it around to how much you want to send. You just buy it and you send it. But yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you send the money. Are y'all seeing me on YouTube? Because I mean, it's on it should show through my YouTube page. Like when you get a notification about the video, you click on it, and that should be through YouTube. Like you should get it through YouTube. So, well, Wendy will be fine. She has another problems, which we all have them. She has big problems, bigger problems than we have. But that's how you do it, Tiffany.